Nikachukua simu, nikashika, nikaweka loudspeaker, nikamwambia ongea. Mwanaume ndo aliongea, akamuuliza mbona haukuji?
And if you've been together for 4 years, marafiki zako lazima wajue you're married.
I think I was just tired of the regular Kenyan men. No offense.
Perception is created by the individual based on what you're missing.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Now, our conversation on today's topic continues. My guests are asking, Tamima, should I lose that lover? The next couple that I have on is Duncan Umbima, 32, and Ivy Simiu, who is 25. They have been together for 4 years, and they say their main issue is communication. So he's saying that I feel that she's not easy to communicate with, and she's saying that I feel like he's absent from the relationship. So please help me welcome Ivy to the show. Ivy, welcome to Real Talk.
Thank you.
So probably tell me about you and Duncan, because 4 years is a long time. How did you guys meet?
Okay, me and Dan, we met in 2014. He was doing video shooting in Kajiado, and then I was a dancer, and then in the process we exchanged contacts, and then after a year, we now started dating seriously.
And so if you look back, what's that one thing about Duncan that you're like, okay, this could be the guy?
About Duncan, well, I find him fun. He's nice. He understands me. Yeah.
And right now, 4 years down the line, so what's this issue between the two of you that's now making you think that, hey, maybe I'm wasting my time here and I need to leave this relationship?
To begin with, Duncan is a public figure. He's a gospel singer. So sometimes I find it challenging because he has so many female friends, and most times he spends on his phone. So I get uncomfortable.
Have you communicated it to him?
Yeah, I have. We have talked about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm not so comfortable.
So what makes you uncomfortable? Because I can imagine, like you said, he's a public figure. So of course he'll interact with people from both genders. So what's the thing about his interaction, specifically with the females, that makes you uncomfortable?
Well, he posts photos online.
But maybe those are just his fans. You say he's a public figure.
It's his fans, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what else?
So, also the phone calls. And so much time on his phone.
So you feel like when he's on his phone, he's chatting, WhatsApping with other women?
Yeah, most of his friends are women. So
okay, so maybe it's time to meet Duncan and just hear his side of the story. Please help me welcome Duncan. Hello.
Yes.
So you've heard what Ivy feels. So probably listening to her, and she's saying that she's very specific about what is making her unhappy. Do you acknowledge that?
Mimi najaribu yangu my best. Na try sana kumwelewa, because yeye ni mwanamke, lazima kuwe jealousy. But yeye is kwa main issue kwa sababu anajua kazi yangu, na hiyo kazi imefanya haizi lala njaa. Unacheki vya ako ana shine juu ya kazi yangu. So sijui ana complain nini, unaona? Mimi nimekubali kuhusu time yangu. Sometimes naenda shooting nje. Okay, I'm a casting manager. Sometimes nimeitwa kazi nje. Labda nimeingia kwa set saa 12 asubuhi na shoot mpaka labda pia saa 12 ile nyingine asubuhi. Unajua 24 hours nimemaliza kule nje. Lakini sasa yeye haezi understand. But mimi nimechelewa, atanigombanisha nini, lakini pia sijaingia kwa nyumba mikono mitupu, unaelewa? Mwanaume lazima uingie na kile kibagi, kitu kama hiyo, lakini sijejue utaka nini. Namwambia mam, hii ndo kazi yangu na hii ndo inafanya tuko pamoja, ndio inafanya unang'aa, unavaa, unakula, ndio inafanya yani unakuwa mke wangu, unaelewa?
Mom hakubaliani na hiyo statement. Anakaa amekasirika. So Ivy, what about nini kenye Dan anasema pale, unasema hapana? Na kuona tunasema Tamima hapana.
He's well, he left out the part of social media, the social media thing.
So you go through his profiles?
Sometimes.
Are you aware she goes through your profiles?
Unajua anaweza kwa sometimes mimi ukasirika naye sana. Okay, unaelewa, umeweka simu hapo, umelala macho moja kama nini, unaelewa? Unapata ako kwa simu. Sasa nashinda unaangalia nini kwa simu, unaona? Na si mimi peke yangu mwenye makosa. Nakumbuka kuna siku tulikosana. Simu ni muhimu sana na simu ndio inakosanisha sometimes wale couples, unaelewa? Juzi tulikuwa tumelala, nikasikia simu yake inalia saa 8 usiku. Nikamwambia shika simu, alikataa kushika. Nikamwambia shika simu, saa 8 usiku. Nikachukua simu, nikashika, nikaweka loudspeaker, nikamwambia ongea. Mwanaume ndiye aliongea, akamuuliza mbona haukuji? Hiyo kitu sikuelewa paka saa hizo, unaelewa? Iliniuma sana. Tukaongea, tukagombana paka asubuhi, unaelewa? Akaniambia na marafiki zangu wa kitambo hawajajua nimeolewa, vitu kama hizo. Hizo miaka zote tumekuwa naye.
Miaka 4.
Hizo zote tumekuwa naye. Huyo mtu anataka nini sasa hizi? Unaenda wapi? Kuja wapi? Hebu nielezee, unaelewa? So hizo ndio vitu zinafanya una feel ni kama siko niko, unaelewa? Yeah.
So Ivy, unasemaje? Because unaona anasema venye unamwambia anapata messages, wewe unaingia kwenye profile yake, you're finding DMs from women, lakini pia anasema acha yangu message, wale wanatuma siwaambii watumi, lakini wewe unapigiwa simu usiku wa usiku.
Yeah, I was called usiku, but the caller was someone I knew from way back, so I didn't even expect the call because even the number sikuwa nimeisave kwa phone yangu. Yeah.
So you're saying that he has no reason to be insecure?
Yeah, and I tried explaining to him, and then he was all angry, upset.
Are you working?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I have a salon and a cosmetics shop.
So part of why you're also unhappy, you're saying he's always away, but you're not too happy with what he's bringing home.
With what he's bringing home, I can't say I'm not too happy with what he's bringing home. Actually, I'm not happy with the kind of, the flirting and all that.
So you're happy with him taking care of you, but it's just the work that enables him to do it is what you're not happy with, and how he has to do the work.
Yeah, how he has to do the work.
Okay, are there any other issues? Because it says here that you're also not quite happy with her temper. You feel like she can be very moody.
Okay, hiyo naelewa, but sometimes mu control, anajua nikikasirika, sometimes natoka kwa nyumba na machana nafasi naenda mbali. Lakini Tamima bado hujanisaidia. Nataka umuulize mbona hakushika ile call? Mbona alikataa kushika? Hiyo ndio reason.
Yeah, easy. Okay. That's why I have experts on this show. I told you I have Robert Burale, the coach. I have Pauline, I have Lina, I have Dedan. So let me start with Burale.
Wow, it's a very complex situation, but the gentleman is very hurt about that phone call.
Very hurt.
Because men are ego. The one thing about a man is that he cannot share his woman. He can share anything else, but not his woman. And the lady has said that she didn't even know that number. Meaning then, if somebody called you at midnight, it could be an emergency, so you should have answered. And the fact that somebody asked mbona haukuji tells me there was prior communication to agree that you are being expected somewhere. So vile hukuchukua simu ilimuonesha ni kama kuna mtu mwingine pia kando. And maybe it is because also she's feeling insecure because of what she's getting on your DMs. And yes, on DMs I cannot even control the messages I get. Some of the messages I get are very vulgar. But maybe it is your response. If you respond positively to some very funny flirting, then anakuwa insecure. You understand? So I think what needs to happen, and if you've been together for 4 years, marafiki zako lazima wajue you're married. In fact, not even 4 years. If you're together for 4 months, they should know you're married. And that makes the man feel secure. So what I think they need to do is have trust and communication. If you don't have a relationship on the foundation of trust and communication, you are like a dark woman or a dark man in a dark room winking at a woman and expecting a reaction. Nothing will happen. You'll be going nowhere. You'll take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So I think what needs to happen is kama ulichukua, you answered the phone and put on speaker. Did she answer when aliulizwa mbona haukuji? Alinyamaza.
Hivi unakubali ulinyamaza kimya? Mbona ulinyamaza? When umesema you didn't know who that was?
Okay, the tone, ile tone alikuwa ananiuliza nayo, it was frightening, and so I had to keep quiet first. You know, I wasn't happy.
You should never be frightened in the presence of your husband.
Like he was angry and
because
just burst. So I got frightened.
Then what you should have said, if there was nothing like that, to assure your husband, ungemuuliza wewe ni nani? Where are you expecting me? Ingempatia assurance. But my brother, you also now need to assure her. Because as long as anapata ma DM, she's a beautiful lady, you're a handsome man. And social media is an animal. There are people who can sleep with you for the price of a donut. So when she starts reading those messages, she'll be like, your attention is divided. When a woman feels insecure, she will look for security somewhere else. That is why she'll receive a phone call at 2 a.m. and aulizwa mbona haukuji. You understand? Give her the attention. But what you need, I can sense, Tamima, there are underlying issues that have not been resolved. So what they're doing, they're sweeping things under the carpet. Because anasema, they spoke from midnight to morning. And yet the gentleman has asked you, Tamima hujanisaidia, mbona hakujibu hiyo simu? It means you're sweeping many things under the carpet. What you need to do, have an honest conversation. Because you're sweeping things under the carpet, after some time, the house will start smelling. And you'll be forced to lift the carpet. When you lift the carpet, there'll be rats coming out. Na mtatoroka nyumba. You are still young. You are still young. You got to have communication. You got to have trust. Because if you don't, not even 5 years will you be together.
So let me hear from Lina, a woman's perspective.
When I was growing up, my mom used to tell me a man's phone ni kitunguu. Usishike simu ya mwanaume. Ni kitunguu. Because the minute you even touch the lock screen, the minute you have something at the back of your mind telling yourself that kuna Lina mwingine ana text boy wangu, what will happen? The devil always goes before us. Utapata your text ya sasa babe. And then you'll be all ranting. What a man needs is peace and honesty. I am a firm advocate of the young girl building these men out here. Because these men, and to my fellow brothers, I stand to be corrected. And I feel like these men have been raised up in a society that expects so much, and picking up from how you are addressing your issue, I sense like there are some phases in your life you've not closed. There are some chapters and there are some people in the chapters that you really need to block and dust for your relationship to stand. Because you cannot say that you have a right to be called by whoever, because your man is not at peace. To my brother, You're a musician, you're a socialite, yeah?
Yeah.
Remember their boundaries. For her to be shining, a relationship has more than shine, glamour, name it. There is more, you know? Are you setting boundaries with all these females out here? We understand. We want you to grow. We want your brand to grow because she is behind your success. But remember, she cannot be behind your success if you're riding for other women at the back door when she's seated there at the co-drivers. You really have to slam these doors for these women for her to be at peace. And again, insecurity in a relationship is normal, but again, it can mess with your mental state greatly. Reading his DMs will only pile up your insecurity and you may lose it. And who knows, you might go an extra mile to doing something that you may regret years later.
Lina,